So there's a certain way we speak when we give prophetic words that sometimes confuses people, and I want to take a moment to explain. Hi, I'm Dr. Sherry Lewis, and this is Shema Kahila Prophetic Community. So sometimes when people get prophetic words in our community for the first time, they're a little perplexed and a little confused because of the language that we use when we prophesy. So a lot of prophetic communities or prophets will use the words, "Thus saith the Lord," or "the Lord said." And I was trained in the Bethel culture, Bethel out in Redding, California. I was trained in that culture. And one of the things that I love about the way they train in the prophetic is that they say, be humble when you give a prophetic word. You don't want to say, "This is God, thus saith the Lord," especially when you're learning the prophetic, especially when you're just learning to prophesy. Because what if you're wrong? And then the person that you're prophesying to takes it as a word from the Lord when it may not be. So in the spirit of humility, we say, "I feel like the Lord is saying, I sense the Lord is saying, I believe the Lord is saying," or "This is what I feel, this is what I sense." And it doesn't mean that we are telling you our feelings or telling you our thoughts. It just means that we're taking a moment to acknowledge that there is fallibility in the prophetic. And especially for people that are learning and that are being trained in the prophetic. So you don't want to give that concrete, thus saith the Lord, and this is what God is saying, and this is definitely and absolutely God. I also believe that it's an invitation for the person to take the prophetic word back to God and say, "All right, God, I believe this was you," or "I'm not sure this was you." It encourages the person to judge prophecy, which is something that you always want to do with every prophetic word you get. I don't care how great the prophet is that's prophesying to you. You always want to judge prophecy. So speaking in this language just acknowledges I'm learning, and I'm how many years? 30 years into the prophetic, and I'm still learning. I'm still growing. I'm still becoming more and more accurate every single day. So to me, it does not take away from me as a prophetic person to say, "I feel like the Lord is saying, I believe the Lord is saying, I sense, I perceive." It doesn't make the prophetic word any weaker, and it invites the recipient of the prophetic word to examine and to judge the word. God bless.